schon wieder. Können wir auch gehen?
Well, hello there, buddy. I did what you said. I
Wir
woke up.
gehen.
They set their feet upon the sod. Their lips split parched, their belly dry. Sweet succulence upon the vine, a sovereign full specified.
That's nice and all, but I have questions. Can you tell me your name?
Do I take you from your time, truth seeker? Do I interrupt your sleep?
I'm more interested in who you are.
They say trouble comes in pairs, detective.
That's a truth.
They say trouble comes in pairs.
They say trouble comes in pairs, and here I was with the first shoe in front of me, waiting for the other to drop. And let me tell you, this one was tight-laced and had a vicious tongue.
A deep sleeper? A goddamn deep sleeper? It is 8 o'clock at night and I've been standing out here for an hour. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your me time, Mr. Detective, but someone wants to kill me and no one seems to care.
Okay, You're not the usual victim. Machen wir
Why
das.
you, though? I mean, you don't fit the mold for being sleepless in a Seattle body bag, if you pardon my saying so. Now, if your eyes were an inch closer together, or you owned a dog named Sven, or delighted in crunching on kettle chips in an art house movie theater, then maybe I could see it. Are any of those things true, Miss,
What? No, and I'm Verona. Just Verona. What the heck are you talking about? You are a detective, right? Look, it's real simple. I'm going through my purse and I find a goddamn death threat and this freaky looking sword thing.
Huh. Now that is interesting. A death threat and a decoration. Might I see them, Miss Verona?
That's why they sent me to you. I showed the officer at the desk. He said you'd help. Look, I went out last night with the girls, went through my purse for my keys this morning, and there they were. The letter, the cross thing, were there last night, and honest, this has got me shook up, detective. Real shook up.
Oh, then you just let old Fabian take a look-see. See what shakes out.
Okay, also... A cross of St. James, a decorative metal cross weathered with a sharp point at the end. That shape was sometimes called the cross of St. James. I'd seen it in the 2020s at Pandora's death, but also back in the old days, each time at a murder scene. Und hier über... So das? Forced into the ground. Used by the killer to impale his victim. Ja, okay, gut. Das haben wir
Now
jetzt
this
links.
was familiar.
Spirit touch.
Hello there, my little parchment pal. You got words to spill?
I am a death threat detective. That is my sole purpose, and all that you will get from me.
Okay.
That's quite a perfume you have there. Tangy, bitter, late nights and morning regrets.
Now, listen. I had to endure degradations to bear my message, you know. Dragged through smoke-filled dens, spattered with malt beer. Ugh.
Huh. So Miss Verona picked you up in a bar then?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, yes, I suppose so.
Nice choice of font and layout. A little fancy?
Why, yes. The seriousness of a matter is often best conveyed by a touch of formality. Just to make it clear, there'll be no messing around. And you see, I come from a quality printer. No smudging of ink or any little black lines. Which is, of course, the minimum standard in a well-phrased ultimatum.
Of course.
Ich finde das so nice, dass der mit dem Brief redet
Good
einfach.
quality paper. I see a few marks.
The finest thick cardstock as befits my role as a harbinger of doom. A few marks, I'll grant you, but I was folded very carefully. But then, alas, unceremoniously crammed into a purse filled with whatever junk the youngsters feel a need to carry. Not to mention the clear imprint I endured from the metal ornament that was my companion in travel.
The Cross of St. James. Pandora and cigarettes, sure, but he's still scratching at the armor of my think tank trying to get in.
Might I hazard a guess, Detective? Was there not a case back when you were young? The gutter press called it the Rebar Killer.
No, so there was. But that was a long time ago. That case is cold as a corpse. Or I thought it was. Many thanks, loquacious letter. I'll talk to my boss, Benny. See if something is getting reheated.
Of course, Detective. Remember that one should always put one's stock in the paperwork.
Now that's a truth. The SPD do love to fill their filing cabinets. I should rattle a few drawers too, see if any old bones fall out.
Good talk.
Well, thank you, mysterious missive. I gotta blow the dust off the Rebar Killer case and grill our girl about her favorite hangouts. Message received and understood.
Okay.
The Rebar
Wieder
Killer.
Codex. Warte. Wo ist schon wieder der Codex updated? Jetzt kann ich gar nicht.
Heard that name many, many years before. If I remembered it right, in our world, he was Santiago, a hunter of kindred. What did that have to do with Verona? The folks would have stashed Verona in interrogation. I figured I should visit, since I did have questions for her.
Warte mal. Habe ich das hier schon mal gemacht? Ich bin gar nicht so sicher. Oh. Achso, das ist der Dude oder was, mit dem wir immer auslutschen dürfen, oder wie? Scheinbar, ne?
What's cooking, Charlie?
So good, Fabiu.
I do believe you're my vintage.
Drink another drop. So good, Fabiu.
Oh, I needed that. Thank you. Take care, Blair.
Night, Mr. Bride.
I had an agreement with Bob. He would ignore all my requests, and I'd never ask him for anything. I'd do my own research. I found that asking the cabin...
Well, if it isn't my favorite Flatfoot, I knew you'd crawl back to me.
Hey, Philomena, you got me. I never can resist a well-packed set of suspension files.
So what is it today, Detective? A little dalliance with my dispatches? A thumb through my probation log?
Vielleicht fangen wir damit an.
Looking to heat up an old cold one. Know anything about the Rebar Killer?
Why, Detective, I did not expect someone to rattle my drawers so thoroughly this early in the evening.
Oh, you know I always try to be gentle. What have you got?
You'll have to forgive me. It's a little dusty around my fundament. But I do have a little something. Now that is interesting. Someone's been here before you. Oh, sure, there are news clippings, side notes, dockets and warrants, all marked for your man. All in 1925. But the main case file, that's been lifted. Frankly, I feel violated.
Oh. Okay.
what have you got on the killer without the case file?
A skeleton in my cupboard. The bones of a Storian. The flesh is missing. A series of mob hits in early 1925. Turf war, the funny papers call it. A clear out of local persons of interest to the police, and to those who serve hooch by the gallon. Same MO every time. Cold construction steel through the heart and a swift chop to the neck. A 5-week sensation of slaughter, and then it all dries up in a record heat wave and a crackdown on bootlegging. No one ever found the heads. Huh.
Okay.
Anything that screams Bean Illuminati?
It's been quiet on that front. Too quiet. You do say they're always watching.
Well, they are always wide awake and a bit jittery. Any word on D.B. Cooper?
The usual. A fresh note from Mr. Sator filed under unverified tips. This one says, Cooper's true objective was not the money, but a small, insignificant briefcase stowed in the cargo hold. The briefcase contained technology vital to the timeline's integrity. At precisely 8:13 p.m., a portal opened, allowing Cooper to slip into the future. The light turbulence was merely a side effect.
If only they knew.
Okay.
Got anything new on the ghost ferries?
Now, we do have a letter here from one Captain Salty, alleging that the spectral boats are military. He says here there's an underwater base deep under Puget Sound. Enemy scientists are running aquatic time travel experiments. Apparently, it's a prelude to the Second Canadian invasion. He claims the first one already happened.
I guess he got something right.
Okay.
I should get to it.
Come back when you can. I always need a good sorting.
Das war schon wild. Können wir noch irgendwas hier machen? Nicht so wirklich, ne? Wir können mit dem noch reden, ne?
Well, look who crawled out of their pit. What happened to the alarm clock Smithy got you?
It was a mite overzealous. I traded it to a buddy for an Everly Brothers single and a 1978 World Almanac.
Of course you did. You need something?
What's spinning, Wheeler?
You need new material, buddy. Nothing much, though. Fender benders, drunks, and me catching up on my backlog.
Season 3 of High School Detective?
Yeah. Just got to where Tammy has a run-in with the study buddies. Hell of a plot twist.
Any hot precinct gossip?
Your boss is in a good mood.
That is news. Any idea what's ringing Benny's bell?
Who can say? Maybe a kitten died or an orphanage burned down.
I'm on the case. Catch you later.
Take it easy.
Okay, nichts Neues also. Habe ich hier noch was vergessen? Ich glaube, ich habe was vergessen. Wo ist denn sie? Ist Verhörraum hier unten oder was? Ist sie da überhaupt? Ich weiß es nicht. Ah, hier. Hier, ne? Okay.
Any news, detective? You've caught him, right?
The law takes its sweet time, Miss Verona, but it makes the dessert all the sweeter. From the letter, I deduce you were in a bar last night, right?
Well, I did say I was out with the girls. Being honest is kind of a blur, but if you're gonna tell me I wrote the letter myself, I will not believe you.
Oh, I'm certain you couldn't do that, even sober. Some of these words are multisyllabic.
Well, exactly. But anyway, we had fun. We hit up a few places, the usual, you know. Oh God, I didn't text any of the girls to let them know I got home. And I'm out of charge. Now I know there's a killer, but I need to go.
Okay, stay in the station. Killer makes strike. Stay here, you can always trust the police. The same friends who watched your purse. Ich sag ihr das
Please, stay here. Make yourself comfortable. My colleagues might be a little unsanitary, but you can always trust a police officer. The trick, I find, is to figure out exactly how you can trust them. Trust them to take extended coffee breaks? Obviously. Trust them to lose paperwork? Naturally. Trust them to get irritated when you purloin their supply of paper clips to construct a vital scale model of a crime scene? Always. Anyway, you'll be safer here, within this magical circle of trust.
Well, all right, fine. At least you have Wi-Fi.
So I'm told. Plus, this frees me to focus on locating your tormentor and putting him safely behind bars. Strong, unbendable iron bars, which he is unlikely to be able to use in any kind of murder attempt.
What?
Never mind.
Okay, nochmal
Do
fragen.
you recall which dens of dissolution you visited? Bar chits, pills, outstanding tabs?
Why, detective? Do I look like a girl who has to pay for her own drinks? Let me think. There were a couple of dives, but we were trying to get into the fancy places too. I guess we started off at the Glacier for cocktails, but I think we were gonna try and get into the Macomb later. We heard it's real exclusive. Like they don't even have a list. The bouncer knows you by sight.
Until later, Miss Verona.
Das ist ja wieder interessant. Codex updated, ja. Wenn ich mir den Codex mal... Ach, hier. Case Notes. Here, I'd seen it in the 2020s at Pandora's death, but also back in the old days, each time at a murder scene. This at a murder scene was the signature of the vampire hunter Santiago, known as the Reaper killer. And then here, Reaper, forced into the ground and used by killer to impale his victim, is the signature move of the vampire hunter called by us Santiago, but known to the mortal world as the Reaper killer for obvious reasons. This has been at all of our crime scenes. I guess the availability of building materials hadn't changed too much in 100 years. Ja, und dann haben wir hier Persons of Interest, Verona und Nico. Ja, aber ich glaube, das ist jetzt nicht so wichtig. Leads. Das ändert sich ja die ganze Zeit. Ich glaube nicht, dass es so jetzt wichtig ist, alles davon zu lesen. Das meiste davon sollten wir eigentlich so verstanden haben schon. Kann man hier auch rausgehen? Nein. Scheinbar nicht. Ich habe mich wieder verlaufen. Ich habe mich wieder komplett verlaufen. Exit hier. No. Die leuchten für ihn gar nicht, ne? Kann er überhaupt feeden? Nein, kann er nicht. Okay, dann gucken wir uns jetzt mal an. The Dutchman. Und da unten. Das ist ja einiges, was wir jetzt als Fabian machen müssen,
I
ne?
went down to the Dutchman for a word with Silky and to find my boss. It was his home from home.
Okay, machen wir das. Ich würde aber gerne eine kleine Aufnahmepause machen. Ich würde sagen, bis gleich. So, ihr Lieben, da bin ich wieder. Ja, wir machen jetzt erst hier den Dutchman. So. Ich werde nicht besonders lange machen. Noch so lange, wie es interessant für mich ist. Assassin is welcome. Okay. Ist er der Türsteher oder was?
Someone must have smuggled this in. Smash a bottle in here and everyone would go real quiet. It had better be an accident, or the man himself would have a word to say.
Okay.
No show tonight. Well, what Silky called a show. To me, it was a jackhammer and some energetic shouting. Silky only had 2 vintages of wine behind the bar, the white one and the red.
Exit den Hof oder so? Oh, okay. Jetzt kriegen Getränke. Oh nein, müssen wir mit Fabian auch kämpfen? Ist hier noch irgendwas? Aber nicht irgendwie offensichtlich, okay. Ich geh oben auch mal. Also wir können auch mit verschiedenen Leuten reden, aber ich möchte mich erstmal so umsehen hier. Sonst niemand irgendwo auf Interest. Wo denn jetzt? Freilich nicht. Ach, der Mensch da? Okay. Also waren die beiden Sachen, die noch angezeigt wurden, der Mensch, der hier auf der Couch ist und hier oben der Mensch, der da oben sitzt. Alles klar.
Fabian, you old bloodhound. What can I do for the pride of the PD?
Ja, machen wir so.
Not a social call, Silky. You had someone here last night. Dangerous. Keeping tabs on a girl.
Fabian, I'd be disappointed if I didn't have a dangerous person in my bar. Why, I can count 2 right here, right now. Listen, my friend. You know the rules. All sorts of people pass through. I don't ask their business, they don't ask mine. I mean, is this court orders or a masquerade breach? Lay it out for me.
You ever hear tell of a killer by the name of Santiago?
Santiago? Old St. James? Patron saint of veterinarians and skin traders, if I remember rightly. Friend to a certain carpenter in Jerusalem, so I hear. Should I hold a table for him?
Just bend a little, oak tree. Is the girl here? Name of Verona.
Fair Verona, huh? You sound rattled by this scene, buddy. I don't know the name. Why are you asking? If this isn't court or a breach of the mask. A hobby? A bird you've taken under your wing? Because there won't be trouble here, saint or sinner. Send her over if you want her to have a safe night out. But no who did what questions answered for you or for anyone. Not unless it's real kindred business.
I know it, I respect it, but this matters. I'll find a way to prove it.
Sure. I'll see you later, buddy.
Okay. Hit a wall. Jetzt könnten wir wahrscheinlich.
I thought about it, but it seemed like a really bad move.
Okay, dann machen wir es eben nicht. Wir gehen unten noch hin, den anderen ausfragen. Ach, er ist
Well,
es.
if it ain't my favorite gumball.
It's gumshoe, Captain, as I keep telling you.
Yeah, what is it? You found a crock of shit at the end of the rainbow?
Machen wir das.
Wheeler said you were in a good mood.
Did he?
I guess he was wrong.
Let's just say a horse came in.
Okay.
I was wondering, you ever hear of the Rebar Killer? A case from back in the 1920s.
Long before my time. Name's familiar. Clue me in.
The news hounds called him the Rebar Killer because, well, he killed people using rebar. But for us, he was a hunter. Santiago.
Oh, shit, yeah. I've heard of Santiago. Took down a few of our big names, right? What about him?
The Macomb killing last week. Same M.O., boss. Rebar, a missing head, and the Sword of St. James.
So the puzzler of the precinct has another pet theory. Why should I listen this time?
Because last time he was in Seattle, he wiped out several powerful kindred. He's a risk.
I get it. It's thin, but we wouldn't want the chief to think we were asleep at the wheel. So go tell him. And tell him I sent you.
Tell Campbell.
Okay.
Yeah, this turns out to be something, I look good. If it ends up as dog shit, I tell him you slipped a leash. Get it?
I get it.
Okay.
I thought maybe we could chew the fat. Maybe catch up a bit. Did you read my case report?
Your evidence? 20 pages on a goddamn sonic grid? It's in the trash, along with your bean Illuminati bullshit. I ain't got time for your crap. Do your job.
But boss, this is important. Seattle's aural soundscape is a fusion of complex...
One more goddamn word and I'll step your lips shut.
I better go, boss.
Yeah, you'd better.
Uff, ja. Mag ihn gar nicht. Ja. Codex gucken wir uns an. Müssen Case Notes gehen, glaube ich, ne? Blood Sisters Night Out. A dame called Verona was giving me an earful one evening. She'd been sent to my door by the beat cops who figured her problem should land on me. She'd had a death threat letter, another cross of St. James, and one heck of an attitude. I figured I had to follow it up. It had to be linked to the other killings. The letter didn't give me much fancy writing, but crumpled and smelling of stale beer. Verona had been on a night out. I figured the malicious Ich habe immer gedacht, das wird mit einem E da hinten dran geschrieben. Ich weiß nicht, warum ich das jetzt erwartet habe, dass da ein E dran ist bei malicious. Okay, I figured the malicious missive had been slipped into her purse somewhere along the route. Und dann haben wir Maler, Cigarette Girl. Ja, das ist halt, ne, was vorher passiert ist. Ich wollte jetzt nicht unbedingt alles nochmal davon lesen. Hard Evidence hatten wir schon geschaut. Person of Interest, jetzt könnten wir hier uns nochmal die Leute anschauen, die wir kennengelernt haben. Also wir müssen auch einen neuen Lied hier anpinnen. Ich glaube, wir machen
Beer
das.
was cheap at the hole in the wall, and mortals did.
Das ist schon cool hier, ja.
Just need a big score.